Okay, we will leave a little bit the A group and we'll see some games from the B group, which is actually I think weaker than usual because they used to have 3 sections and this year they only have 2, so the B group is a bit weaker than usual. Still very strong. Jobava and Wojtaszek above 2700 are there. Several other players like 2650 or a bit above, world champion under 20, Ye Gai. 2 of the top players in the world, Zhao from China and Anna Mesichuk, which is actually really having a very, very good tournament for her there. So kind of interesting. And one American representative, Caden Troth, which is, I think he's -2 there, but actually today, miracle, you know, he should be thanking everyone possible, you know, doesn't matter which religion. For this game he was like lost in the middle game, lost after middle game, lost in the end game. We will maybe see that end game in a second. But this might be, well, quite for certain will be the most important game of the B group. I mean, Jobava, together with Wojtaszek, the only players 27, 10, 20, around that, 25, and playing against Grandmaster Saric, which is having great tournament. I mean, okay, obviously strong Grandmaster, but really having a great tournament and great score. And this game might have decided the B group. So after long complications, they got this position. And well, kind of look very simple. I mean, very simple question. Well, White wants to play G7, G8, take black rook and win the game. So what, can black do something, or black is kind of lost here? I mean, that's really interesting because at first I thought black is lost.
Can you go D5, the idea of putting the bishop back on G8?
Yes, but
Takes, queen goes back.
but this is going to be very passive if you play this move. Something like this, if I remember, okay, check, and there will be ideas to take and to come down with the rook. It's going to be very passive. I think it's bad because at some point White is going to take and get his rook over there. This actually, it's really interesting. It goes back to what we were discussing in the other games and what we were discussing last week. I mean, it's really unbelievable how many games are in that world. Just this tournament, you know? So Julian will look at me and tell me, can't you see? White has 0 pieces around his king, right? 0 pieces. So if black has only somewhat chance to get something done here is against this king. So this move was played. Okay, what do we think about this move? A4, G7 was played. So here it goes. White is up a rook for 2 pawns. But black succeeded in creating some dents around White's king. Many actually. No defenses. The pawn that was there is gone, and the second pawn is also, you know, disappearing soon. And white pieces are not coordinated. You know, okay, put a knight here and get the rook somewhere to defend, and okay, white might be able to consolidate and win the game. But with the knight on G8,
After rook takes queen, could he play queen here?
but the knight is hanging. Yeah. I mean, he might, yeah, he will just take here. I mean, now. I mean, he can maybe also take here, by the way, but. take. But now it's probably just a draw. Check. And this move. So what are black's threats in this position? Maybe this is the move that white overlooked, or maybe white just didn't have much. I mean, which move? Queen a4 is one. Queen a4 is a big threat. I mean, actually this can be lost for white. I mean, it can be dangerous. Maybe it is still a draw, but I mean, okay, this is checkmate. So he has to go here. Okay, this is minimum a draw, right? Because this is checkmate. I don't know if there is more actually. Probably not. Still, a rook is a lot. But let's put computer for a second. Draw. Okay, so queen a4 is a big threat. So knight f6 is impossible. Okay, rook g3 was played. Okay, logical. Getting the rook out of being captured and protecting b3, but take. So now if white doesn't take, the material is even pretty much. Bishop 2 pawns against this with white king so weak. Forget about it. So he has to take and perpetual. Now, I mean, if we want to study something practical from that, I mean, probably none of us is going to play in vacant AB, but you know, in position that looks desperate, and this position looked really desperate, the way I see it, I think the way many people would have looked at it. Finding some chances against mainly such a lonely king is most straightforward line, you know, just the king is so weak, see if you can go after it. You know, it's like, one, black has nothing to lose. Secondly, it's once again our amazing naked king, nothing around it that we want to target. There were two amazing games that were played today in the section. This game is, I believe, from round 7. But Jobava lost yesterday a game, and Saric became the sole leader of the tournament. But Saric made a draw today with Grandmaster Ronen, and Jobava played quite amazing game, I would say, in the sense that either it is completely genius game or it is completely crazy game, and probably a little bit of both. So, but definitely he played very mildly the opening, like okay, wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like just want to play some sort of King's Indian attack. But okay, but that means that black is just going to be reasonably comfortable. Okay, a5, not allowing b4. a4. What is the purpose of this move? Just getting the c4 square many times, right? That the knight can go after some exchanges and preventing black from expanding a bit more. I mean, it's very typical when we see a5, we play a4 so we can control the c4 square, no b5. Okay, it's a very quite solid positional play. Actually, it is, when you look at it, it is reversed. Which opening? Perfect, exactly. It's just reversed Philidor, exactly. But black has to be totally okay, maybe okay plus. Like I think black is slightly better here. But I want to show you where the craziness starts. Okay, knight f1. I mean, so you look at this position by move 12. and black has this center and all this development, and white has those pieces. Okay, knight will go to g3, but wait, what, and see what happened here. Okay. Bishop g4. I think black could have played a bit different, but not really important. So first of all, which move should black be considering here? Knight 8. Okay, of course it's a move to consider. But what's the drawback? I'm not certain I'm such a huge fan of this move. I mean, maybe it's possible, but I mean, of course it's possible, but I think the outpost on f5 is just incredible, and you have a pawn on h6, so it's never going to be easy to play g6. So somewhat, I mean, this f5, not so far away from Nakamura game that we have seen. Like, white's getting some play there. I mean, but possible. What? c4. This what was played in the game. Why c4, Julian? So basically you want to undermine white's center, right? I mean, this idea c4 is extremely basic idea. We actually see it many times when white plays c5 against some lines in King's Indian. e5, d6, c6, and white plays this c5. Right, very logical. Alright, c4. So if take here, now I might take, and maybe now take, maybe wait with this capture, but all the pieces seems active this way or another. Maybe indeed take on g4. I mean, clearly the diagonal is open. White took here. I thought this is normal move, but black chose to take this way. And now what? White, I mean, knight f5 possible. I mean, maybe this. White played like obsessed man. Oh, I said obsessed man. Yeah. What to play here with black? That's the right approach. Now, you have to be extremely suspicious, extremely careful. But the first thing is that, okay, I take it. Always, doesn't matter who your opponent is, doesn't matter. He can be a 2700 Grandmaster. Actually he is. But it does, but, no, I just said it in general, but he actually is. So, what happened if take? I can tell you, not making it a long day, and so, I mean, okay, maybe it's incredibly, insanely, unbelievably deep, but rook d1, queen d2. After rook d1, computer want to play this move, and basically attacking here and getting some defender. No, it looks scary, but you get compensated for it, right? You get a price. The price is a rook, right? Like, for example, it's a decent price. Maybe not, right? I mean, I'm in the camp that pretty much everything has a price, right? Julian, if I tell you now to go outside and, I don't know, stand with a just shirt for an hour, you'll tell me, you're crazy, right? But if I'll tell you, okay, I'll give you $1,000, maybe you'll consider it, no? No? Okay. I mean, seriously, no. I have to do way more than that. No. But that's the thing, there are many. So, but chess is exactly the same. Do I understand that black is extremely, dangerous position for black? No, of course. But he got paid for it. He got paid a rook to be in that dangerous position. Remember, I said here many times, sacrifices are basically an investment. Because not most of sacrifices don't end up in a checkmate. So the big question is how much material your opponent is going to give you back to basically fight against your attack. So if you sacrifice the rook and your opponent can basically neutralize your pressure for a bishop, you lost 2 pawns. If it's going to cost him more than a rook, you're winning. So basically when someone is sacrificing, very few percentage of the times it's really checkmate. Most of the times he's basically saying, hey, I'm giving you a rook. For you not to get checkmate, it's going to cost you more than a rook. That's what's happening in sacrifice. So you are suggesting queen d2. I want to take this pawn. What can I do? And what happens if I am going to play smart move? First I will need to find one. Can I play here, for example? And I don't know. No, queen d2 I don't think is okay. It's actually... No, alright, queen d2 was second best move, and knight g6 is best move. Now your queen d2 is number 1 move, but proudly my knight g6 is Houdini's best reply and like winning. I think knight c8 after rook d1 is a difficult move. No, but computers say winning. No, this, you know, we are not going to play like those players. They are really, really, really strong. Like, you know, I'm joking around and, okay, you know, we are here to have fun. But they are really strong players, and Jobava is really a genius player. But when your opponent sacrifices, your instinct should be, okay, what happens if I take? It doesn't matter if you are 1000 level or a really strong grandmaster. That's the way it goes. And black believed white in some way. Played bishop here. And white just not scared of anything. e3. Are there any other moves other than e3? I mean, I don't know. Yes, Eli. Rook to d7. But you mean instead of queen c1 you want to play this move, right? I think this is what's bothering white. He doesn't want to allow the queen to connect with the defense over there. Yeah, amazing. After bishop c5, rook d1, queen c7, position is equal. And queen c1 is best computer move. Equal. So maybe, you know, maybe they've seen lines 20 moves deep. I doubt it. You know, I in purpose use the computer here just to see what's going on. So black, and I am, but I think he's already a decent GM. I mean, he won a big tournament in December in Netherlands, Groningen, and he started actually leading this tournament. Then he's not playing. That's amazing. But he's, I think, 18, so he's gonna be a decent plus grandmaster. But amazing, just didn't take, and now he's, well, got the same thing. Basically, he's under attack only with what is up now. Not that impressive. Played e3. Okay, so what's the balance here? Okay, what is the material balance? White seems to be okay, right? He has a piece, 2 pawns, and still a lot of pressure, no? A piece, 2 pawns, and still a lot of pressure. Take this pawn. My instinct here, right, wrong, would not to even get close to that pawn. Like if I would to play a bullet game, blitz game, I would play this move. And I swear to you, I have no idea what computers say. Maybe it will say this is resigning immediately. Maybe it will say it's smart. But just the instincts say, hey, this is dangerous and you don't need any more noise from the d file. Rook a d8, best move equal. But it's just important, you know, like seriously, one of the reasons why I could come with this game analyze for 2 hours and just tell you, okay, this line, this line, this line. I think it's much like when I do commentary on ICC, it's much more interesting for me, I hope also for listeners, that we share really the ideas together without coming and all analyze. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking right now. Let me bring defenders, let me bring the rook, let me exchange this one. Look how the game went. Queen takes c4. Okay, okay, have fun. You know, like when you're getting checkmated over there. Like, let's see. Queen takes c4, knight h5 minus, I don't know, white is +1 plus, no. Bad instincts for black, from black. He's pretty much lost here. Queen e4. Yeah, knight g6 might have been a better way here. Yes, and remember we mentioned somehow some versions of Kasparov king h2, so there will be no checkmate. Apparently Jobava heard it. Well, what is his idea? Maybe if something like this, maybe this is what he wanted to prevent. Yeah, you can take here, but then the knight on h4, right? And g2. So amazing move, king h2. Amazing. But Kasparov had some, against Karpov, some of the best attacking games involved this move. And actually, believe it or not, this is the threat. And if one of you can find defense, then should definitely tell it to Houdini. Actually, Houdini says, he says, king h2 second best move. He has even a stronger move. He's saying, by the way, just for that this move is winning the game. I guess this is his idea, here and here. And then just getting to g7 with checkmate ideas. But okay. We want to show one more position. So what to play here? Black played bishop c8, but yeah, it's amazing. This move was even stronger. By the way, it's somewhat similar. All white pieces, they're even not very far away from one another, are in the attack. I mean, very rarely you see the pieces like that. And just, this is the threat to take on g6. Black has no check, not even one check. He's helpless. I mean, okay, the game went not that far away. And now how to win? Yes. Take. Bravo. So what happened? Black should have taken the material. He took on c4, which was really bizarre. Like that pawn. You know, maybe I would not take also on h6. Mamma mia, scary, you know, like, but then take on c4 doesn't make sense. And once again, well, the king. Well, we will give it one to a defender, and one of the, maybe the greatest, well, I think maybe the second greatest Dutch player ever, right? The greatest was probably world champion Max Euwe, but maybe the second one is Jan Timman, that actually having a great tournament. I think he's half a point behind Saric and Jobava, and I mean he has played chess at a high level. I mean, okay, let's say they are 25, 30. Yeah, he was top 10 in the world before they were born, so that's not bad. That's not really bad. Like in the 80s, early 80s, he was at some point I think number 3 in the rating list. Played a match with Karpov, but having a decent tournament here. I want to go quickly to critical position. Okay, we are moving quite quickly, and all right. So basically here we can stop here a little bit. It's already clear that the character of the game is quite determined. Black has a simple plan: push, push, win. Here, create a pass pawn, put a pawn on c3. White seems like he's quite committed to an attack. Queen h4, rook will jump, the knight is already here, the bishop is aiming all the way, and this knight can join. And black doesn't have so many defenders. It looks really scary. a5, queen. Okay, but Timan, that played, like I said, played World Championship match, played candidate matches when those people, you know, when his players were either not born or in diapers, you know, depends when you wanna, like, he's not easily gonna get checkmated. I mean, that's actually really part of, well, one is extremely strong, but experience also. Like, bishop e7 already bringing one defender, f5. Well, the knight might join. So strategically, if black is surviving the attack, he's going to win the game. For example, just an instinct. You know, if I look at this position, if white will play this move, somehow my first instinct would be to play what? I don't know if I'm right, but it's my instinct. What would it be? First move with black I'm thinking here. Knight to e4. Knight to e4 actually not a bad move. Knight to e4, maybe queen h5.
Well, that's what I was thinking right when the pawn moved down to f5. Just go and tap the queen.
Right, but the queen will move. I mean, you're not going, it's not a check or something. You're not going to win material. Maybe knight e4 is a better one. I really don't know. I can tell you that my first instinct here, huh? Knight d7. Like this knight, okay, this knight beautiful, but this knight prettier. Let's exchange them. Yeah, I don't, let's see. Bishop d6, okay. No, same idea going after this one, but let's see if there is any tactical reason why he doesn't like this. He's just not strong as, you know, St. Louis GM Res, you know. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah. No, but just logical. I mean, all black has to do here is one thing. You know, just don't get checkmated, and you won the game, right? You just won the game. And in order not to get checkmated, you have to do something amazing. Eliminate your opponent attacking pieces. And if I take a piece that is somewhere else, and I exchange it for here, so knight bd7 will be our first. You know, instincts are important. Yeah, bishop d6 was another move I was thinking, but I prefer to bring something far away. By the way, knight e4 maybe not bad move. I mean, tiny bit dangerous maybe after queen h5. Yeah, also not bad. Okay. So, no, this was an amazing game. So white said, huh. Maybe he didn't say exactly that, but that's what he meant. So now, I don't think that white wants that this move is a winning attempt, but I think he wants to make a draw. Because after take, he's going to take. Now, if take, this is a draw, okay, this is checkmate, and this is a draw. I was looking at this today, it wasn't actually, this is a serious move. I looked and thought rook f1 is a draw, which is a draw, but there's a winning move here for white, which is playing this cool move, only threatening checkmate, but not to h6, because after take, so this is winning. I mean, sometimes again, not immediately checkmate, but winning the queen, pawns, everything. And once again, okay. So what do you do? Knight e4. And what now? Big moment. Now big moment.
Can you go bishop back to f8? Protects e7, protects.
Okay, I have to take here. You will take, right? Okay, now I better find something. I better do it fast. Queen to a6 I can play. Queen to a6, maybe move the king. King goes to h8. No, I think f6 and knight f4 has to go, but this is insane. Maybe f6 and knight f4. Let's see if there's something strong. Okay, you just think of sacrificing here. Wow. If this, take. Okay.
Rook c6.
Yeah, he wants to go jump with the knight. I wonder, by the way.
Rook c6, rook h6.
Yeah, is this move? Yeah, eliminate and attacking immediately, because this. Yeah, this line I was thinking is crazily dangerous. Yeah, this is big mess. Let's just see this for a second. Here. Yeah, cutting the queen from defense. That's too dangerous. Okay, too crazy. But you know, black didn't allow that. I mean, it's insanely complicated, and really white is pretty much all in. But we can see that some moves like that, okay, eliminate first of all a defender. We have to eliminate this, and then whether some sacrifice and f6, really dangerous. Black doesn't have time here. I mean, black can have a lot of material, but he needs time. He needs to either eliminate defenders, attackers, or get some defenders. Which move can he play here? Bless you. Huh? Queen e5? No, but okay, but for the right price. I mean, you know, you want to give me your queen, like, okay, I'll take it and win the game. Not. Bishop f6, you will run again into same difficulties, I think, like some things like that maybe.
Again, can you bring the knight back to
In that position? Okay.
bring source for the knight back to
Not many defenders around the king, and we're going to eliminate this e4 important one. Yes, Mr. Julian.
After h5, knight takes g3.
Not even, you know, just, you know, sometimes faces speak louder than whatever I could say. No, but here is the importance of time that is crucial here. He's defending here, keeping the attack here. If black will take here, he's going to win minimum 2 pieces. Minimum, because the rook will be under attack, the bishop, and maybe also the rook. So potentially c takes b2 has a potential to win 10 points of material. So if he can give 2 or 3 points and just take the attack away, it will be over. All that is important is really not to get checkmated here, because the material will be enough. So like better to be up 2 or 3 points of material and not checkmated than a queen up and checkmated. Important. No, okay, it was insanely complicated, but bottom line is, yeah, this is only move, because I mean this is not so cool. But he's surviving here. I mean, how many pieces are hanging here? Amazing. Not fooling around. You eliminate those. Yeah, no, not fooling around. This is automatic move. This knight, too annoying, too attacking, too whatever, go away. That's it, bye-bye. Go away. So, right now the material is equal, 7 pawns each, but, okay, this is shut down and no attack. Yeah, there are no pieces around here, no pieces, I agree. But the only attacking piece is really the queen, and it has no squares to attack, yes.
Pawn takes bishop on b2.
Yeah, this is his threat, but he can take the queen.
You get another queen off the top.
Agree. This is one of the ideas that he wants to play. You want to take it right away, but the problem is that the bishop is controlling the promotion square. So after you eliminate the bishop, this is your idea. The rook moved. Okay, the game is still on because this is where black pieces are, but probably not dangerous enough. Here comes one piece. Black has one job now. Get as many pieces as possible to cover squares over there. And here another one. Doesn't matter how far it is, he's controlling some squares. And he wants to bring the rook to defend the d file in some situation. Okay, there is no checkmate. And the rook is defending. So the game is finished. The rook is blocking and that's it. So, this is how not to get checkmated. But it's very, okay, it's simple to say it in one. Get pieces, don't get pieces. But why black didn't get checkmated? I mean, he really figured out how dangerous his position is, how dangerous it is. And he immediately, without any hesitation, eliminated the knight, gave back some material, brought the defenses. And most of the time, extra material is actually going to be the important factor.